is the oldest season, but quietly beneath the snow, seeds are stretching out and reaching, faithful as the morning glow. What you must lean in toward the light. Let it go, shake off the dust. Lean in toward the light. Today is now, tomorrow beckons. Lean in toward the light. Keep practicing resurrection. Lean in toward the light. Of this world will say there's no hope, why try anyway? Every kindness, large or slight, shifts the balance toward the light. Waters wide and open wide. Lean in toward the light. Don't just walk when you can fly. In short supply, lean in toward the light. Let beauty be our truest guide. Lean in toward the light. This world will say there's no hope, why try anyway? Every kindness, large or slight, shifts the balance toward the light. The prayer I pray at eventide, lean in toward the light. All left undone be put aside. Lean in toward the light. When forgiveness is hard to find, lean in toward the light. Help me at least to be kind. Lean in toward the light. Lean in toward the light. Lean in toward the light. A shovel is a prayer to the farmer's foot when he steps down and the soft earth gives way. A baby is a prayer when it's finally asleep, a whispered amen at the end of the day. And a friend is a prayer when they bring over soup, when they laugh at your jokes and they don't ask for proof. It's a song that you sing when you are alone, when you're weary or lonely or that far from home. For all your searching, there's nothing to do. What you've been looking for is looking for you. I'm the prodigal daughter, you're the distant when it wants. On the other side of midnight, just before the dawn, you can feel it coming up when the long night is done. It's as heavy as grief, and it's weightless as smoke. It's the dream you forgot, it's a letter you wrote. It's the first birds of morning that sound like a hymn. Throw open the window and let the light in. Stranger, you're Indiana Jones. We are Gracie and George. We're Watson and Holmes. The air is filled with angels. There's no devil to outrun. Just sigh and kiss the ground when the long night is done. It's a collar turned up, a kiss on the forehead, a string and 2 cans, it's the last thing you said. It's a hunch that you follow, a light in the dark, an idiot check. It's a balm for your heart. For all your searching, there's nothing to do. What you've been looking for is looking for you. Ceaseless wind blows without mercy. I pull my jacket tighter. These boots are old, but they're still trustworthy to get me somewhere higher. Will you come with me to Ishtar? Lay all your burdens bare right there. I miss you like a typewriter, long and far away. I love you like an embered fire that's warmer than the blaze. Will you come with me to Ishtar? Lay all your burdens bare right there. Take away all the white noise. It's getting hard to hear. Soul stretched as thin as tissue paper, etched with cuts and tears. Will you come with me to the rich town? Lay all your burdens bare right there. So much for all the chips we've earned, so much for all the things we've learned, So far it is still you and me. You've always been a cup of coffee. You've always been the cream. You've always believed that I was better than I could ever dream. Will you come with me to the ridge top? Lay all your burdens bare right there. Spring is humming bits of something, a melody, the simple part, a song that I once knew by heart. Juniper, wild indigo, foxglove, lupin, queen Anne's lace will be coming any day. The restlessness, the quickening, the almost but not yet. Muddy boots, last year's leaves, every spring that came before. All they were and something more. The restlessness, the quickening, the almost but not yet. The beautiful not yet. There's a stirring, there's a sweetness at the edge of in between. I feel it nearly trembling. The restlessness, the quickening, the almost but not yet. When I'm weary, lost or sad, overwhelmed or just fed up, I say grace for what I had, and most of the time that is enough. We are bodies, skin and bones, we're all the loss we've ever known. What is gone is always near, all the love that brought us here, and the things that have saved us are still here to save us. It's not out there somewhere, it's right here, it's right here. If I start by being kind, love usually follows right behind. bloody skin and bones, where all the love we've ever known. When I don't know what is right, I hold it up into the light. Hold it up into the light. Hold it up into the light. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on. Carry on. This one knocked me to the ground. This one dropped me to my knees. I should have seen it coming, but it surprised me. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on, carry on. In a state of true believers, on streets called us and them, it's gonna take some time till the world feels safe again. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on, carry on. You can rest here in Brown Chapel or with a circle of friends, a quiet grove of trees or between two bookends. Will you be my refuge, my haven in the storm? Will you keep the embers warm when my fire's all but gone? Will you remember and bring me sprigs of rosemary? Be my sanctuary till I can carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. I am learning to walk with grace in the dark. I am learning to trust and to lead with my heart. When the old moon is gone into silence and sighs, it's the one and only time a new moon Sometimes there is no reason. The moon waxes and wanes. It was the 100-year flood, and you were in the way. Some things we find in daylight, and we're grateful to know. Some things we only learn where we did not want to go. I can't tell you it will all turn out fine, but I know there is help in hard times. Bruised and bewildered, I am looking out the door, unsure of how to do what I've never done before. But I am not alone with my questions and my fears. When the old moon is done, the new moon appears. I'm inspired and troubled by the stories I have heard. In the blue light of evening, all boundaries get blurred, and I believe in something better, and that love's the final word, and that there's still something whole and sacred in this world. I can't tell you it will all turn out fine, but I know there is help in hard times. Sure it could all be just fine, but I know there is help in hard times. All I know is there's help in hard times. All I know is there's help in hard times. Traveling north, tall straight pines, ghost white birch on the Hanover line, red tile roofs, a lone blue kite. It's barely tethered in the silver light. It's the time of memory, the season of mercy, following out the thread, humming the tune in my head, just out of reach, always just out of reach. Entering radio silence in a train car of sound. Two dark-eyed children look up and then down. You buy a strong coffee, I consider the mile. Will I be remembered as the woman who smiled? It's the time of memory, the season of mercy, following out the thread, humming the tune in my head, just out of reach, always just out of reach. enough to save it. Where does this train stop? A red-tailed hawk makes a perfect arc. A silent owl glides in the dark. The car fills with light. That was all that it took. It was already there before I thought to look. It's the time of memory, the season of mercy, following out the thread, humming the tune in my head, just out of reach, always just out of reach, always just out of reach. There at the table, with my head in my hands, a column of numbers I just did not understand. You said add these together, carry the two. Now you can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. At a cold winter station, breathing into our gloves, it would change me forever, leaving for God knows what. You carried my bags, you said I'll wait for you. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. Late at night I called, and you answered the phone. The worst it had happened, and I did not want to be alone. You quietly listened, you said we'll see this through. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. Breathless and pressed in hard times, hearts hung like a laundry on backyard clothesline. Impossible just takes a little more time. From the muddy ground comes a green volunteer. In a place we thought barren, new life appears. Morning will come whistling some comforting tune for you. You can do this hard thing. You can do this hard thing. It's not easy, I know, but I believe that it's so. You can do this hard thing. It took dog days and years to catch a moment when it's here, and that hay bales just might be mostly made of light, and the leaves could fall like shining golden coins. I can feel it in the hollow spaces, in the quiet places where the light comes down. I can see it in strangers' faces, in the lines and traces on the winter ground where the light comes down. It took a while before I saw that the world is mostly made of big and all, and that some nights hum with sound, and sometimes silence is a noun, and that dust and snow can swirl like falling scars. I can feel it in the hollow spaces, in the quiet places where the light comes down. I can see it in strangers' faces, in the lines and traces on the winter ground where the light comes down. Ashes fall and waters rise, seasons change before our eyes. It took time to finally know that a Luna moth will quickly come and go, and that distraction is a thief of all that is shining and brief, gone with a brilliant start of wings. I can feel it in the hollow spaces, in the quiet places where the light comes down. I can see it in strangers' faces, in the lines and traces on the winter ground where the light comes down. hearing footsteps on the stair. Flip on the light and no one's there. This is how we learn to navigate all the ghosts and lingering rays. The things you try to hide will not be hid. They say it didn't happen, but it did. All the things that scared you as a kid, in the basement underneath the bed, haunted. If you look long to the dark, something will illuminate or spark. When you wait where the silence is deep, if you listen long enough it speaks. Not every haunting is redeemed, not every ghost is what it seems. When we name the dragons, dragons fall, armored flanks, flaming wings and all. It's calling through the keyholes, underneath the doors, slipping through the windows and floorboards. Shameful stories, unmet needs, old ideas and even older deeds. It's safe to finally release the shadows of all these. It's dangerous to live in a normal world when you're not an ordinary girl. For years in dusty attics you could find where the mad and voiceless were confined. Car wheels hummed and the radio whined, the rise and fall of telephone lines. I was trying to remember the last thing you said, holding on to the slender thread. I was awakened last night by the knife of the moon. I've been spooling at a thread from my heart to you. Don't give up on me, whatever you do. I'm holding on to the slender thread. Look up and bless every guiding star. We've worked so hard and come so far. Home is still wherever you are, holding on to the slender thread. I never knew it would come to this, that the world I knew no longer exists. I can still feel it burn like the place you kissed, holding on to the slender thread. So look up and bless every guiding star. We've worked so hard and come so far. Home is still wherever you are, holding on to the slender thread. Scriptures posted by the roadside, I used to lay out altars in hotel rooms on cigarette burnt tables and check out at noon. A stone and a feather and a letter from you.